If I'm gonna do it, I'ma give it my best. If I'm gonna say it, I'ma say it with my chest. You know I'm good, yeah, I always stay blessed. You know I keep it 100. Keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real. With Kelz, yeah. Yeah, you know how I do it. I be keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real. With Kelz.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kelz with Keepin It Real with Kelz. We're back with our second episode of Pop the Balloon or Network, our business edition twist. I've got 5 experts today, and I've got 3 newbies pitching, and we are so excited to create these connections. Let's get started. All right, our first contestant today is Eric. Come on out, Eric. Tell us about your business and what you are looking for as far as the networking connections.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much. My name is Eric Karnehm. I am the founder of Grappling Ghosts, and we invent products, innovative products that solve everyday problems. So about 2 years ago, I had 7 ribs broken and a collapsed lung. I'm in pain every day still. I've had 3 procedures, and I used cannabis as a drug to see if that would help with the pain, and it did. But then I ran into a problem right away, and that was that there's a resin buildup. Every time you smoke cannabis, it leaves this sticky resin, and it makes smoking impossible. I went online to see what the common ways around this were, and the only answers were to soak it in isopropyl alcohol in a plastic bag or a plastic container. You got to wait for the chemical reaction, so you're waiting hours or overnight. Plastic bags stained my counters. They didn't always cover the pipe, and so I decided. Oh, the other thing online was sonic cleaners, but they use a motor that is just too expensive. They pass that on to the customer. You're looking at $150 trying to get one of those. So what I do is I invented a machine that is a rapid resin removing machine for glass pipes that's also affordable. It's called Resin Piece. It's real easy to use. Just take the lid off and then pull your pipe out, put your solution in, secure your pipe, put the lid back on, press the start button. Few minutes, you got a clean pipe. It also saves on the time you're scraping, you're going to break your pipe. And I've heard a lot of people say they just go out and buy new pipes. This is going to be a lot more cost affordable. So that's what we've been working on at Grappling Ghost. I also have another invention that's this flat top shade that goes at different angles. Right now what's on the market is basically a box that you put your head in. I want you to enjoy being outside. And I want you to work outside and enjoy it. Let me give you a few stats. I'm going to try to remember these correctly. If you can fact check me. In 2020, the cannabis market was estimated at $20 billion. In 2030, it's estimated to be $58 billion. There are 19 million Americans aged 35 to 50 that are smoking cannabis right now. This is the time to get in the cannabis market. And so what I'm looking for from you guys, thank you, Beth, for being here. What I'm looking for everybody that's left, is there anybody that has experience in selling online? Here's my first question. If you are, I need you to be pro cannabis or at least neutral. If you're against it, I'm very honest. And so in Indiana, I've had many opportunities that I've not been able to go further with because of the laws that are federal and state. The manufacturers that I'm working with are just hesitant to do business with me. So as long as you're pro marijuana, then or at least neutral to it, that's my number one. Number 2, I'm just looking. I keep finding that everyone says you need somebody to do this with you to start a business. I've been doing this for a year. I've gone back to school. I'm earning my 2nd degree in business, and I got the entrepreneurship before. I sell t-shirts online with my own designs. So I'm looking for somebody that has, experience with working with manufacturers, selling a product, maybe doing a service. Anybody that works online, it's anything with the business, really. I'm just ready to learn as much as I can, but I can't do that so much in school anymore. I'm looking forward to talking with somebody that has
the books only get you so far.
Somebody that's already been there for me.
Nice. Well, and that's how we met was, in class. And I think that, I told you I'm definitely cannabis friendly, but also in Indiana we do have smoke shops too. So yeah, we are cannabis friendly around here. We're in the green, so you in good company around here. And also the smoke shops as well, even tobacco. Something that we've talked about before is how you market it sometimes in these states. But you're right, getting on it right now. So we did have some pops because, obviously they're trying to maybe get that industry. But we're going to go ahead and ask them. You can come with me if you want. Let's get a quick introduction, your name, your business, and why you popped your balloon.
Hi, my name is Chris Ortega. I run a global fractional CFO business called Fresh FP&A. The reason why I pop my balloon is, you're looking for someone to kind of be in it with you in the business. That's not really our strategy. That's not really how I approach angel investing. I like to have entrepreneurs say, here's what I need to do, and here's the plans, and here's the things around it. So for me, that's why I pop my balloon.
Cool. So maybe when it gets a little more figured out where it's going, we get a little more.
When he's ready to scale.
Yeah, you said. Yeah,
when he's ready to scale.
Awesome. Okay. Your turn.
Hello, my name is Kayla Coleman. I'm the owner of Indie Skin and Lashes, where we offer luxury beauty services. I'm also the owner of the Glow Spot Indie, where we offer office spaces to minority business owners. So unfortunately, I'm not in your industry, but as a customer, you've sold me. I love your product. Yeah, absolutely. I love your product. I love your brand. Don't go into it with anyone else. This is your baby. This is your thing. You can do it by yourself. Okay. Don't look for anyone else. So yeah, I'm just not in your industry. That was our point.
Hello, Brandy Nicole, serial entrepreneur, owner of Love for Traveling and Living in the Moment Event Center. Unfortunately, I don't smoke or anything like that, so I just don't have the knowledge of it. Totally not against it. Do your thing. I think the product is great just from a business standpoint. I just don't feel like I can help you with it, but I'm sure somebody can.
Awesome.
My name is Yusuf Agunbiade. I run the Bliss Space Event Center in Castleton, so a multi-purpose event center where we put on corporate events and then, of course, personal events. We wouldn't be in your industry. Now, of course, later on down the line, of course, we could potentially talk about more or less when you're more established. And then, of course, if you're running seminars or whatnot, then maybe we could probably line up in that way. I wouldn't want to waste your time trying to invest with you where I couldn't necessarily give you the value that I know I could give in that regard. But you know what? Rooting for you, man. Yeah.
Love that. All good answers and respectful. Okay. So let's ask our balloon holder a question before, we move on if you two.
So I guess I don't know much about your business. Can you tell me what your business is and why you haven't popped your balloon yet?
All right. My name is Nicky Neptune. I'm a marketing specialist. I also do a lot with promotion and advertisement. And so I didn't pop my balloon because I just wanted to hear a little bit more about your business and see if it's something that I can help you with. I like what you got going on. I just would like to know the numbers, the demographics about it, where you positioning your business the most, and try to see what we can do.
Yeah, and I definitely do have all that. I just don't want to bore everybody with
it's perfect.
my 5 minutes.
That was a perfect pitch. It was perfect. That's great. Okay.
Wonderful.
So, do you want to ask him anything before we go a little bit further to see?
Yeah. How much did this cost? And the name is amazing.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Trademark that.
It definitely is very catchy, and it caught my eye immediately when I walked in. My eyes was drawn. Rest in peace.
Yes.
And I was looking at it like, this is a blender. But when you said what you said, I said, wow, okay. And I know a lot of people that partake in festivities, right? So I know, I could put my hands on it and possibly, help you expand and, be known. So my only question is, how much do you sell it for, and where are you selling?
So I had a little issues with manufacturing, but I did finally find one. We were in the first design. We finished the first design phase, and this is what the product will look like. We have second design coming up, and then making the prototype. Right now, I'm making a mock-up. I'm ordering, again, I'm doing this all myself, but I'm ordering parts that I need to find from bulk and then put together. So that once we get all the parts together from certain stores, we can put a prototype together and make a small batch. I'm looking at Kickstarter for funding right now. And that's, again, it's not that I need somebody to be a partner with me, but I need somebody that's done something beforehand, that's worked with getting money, that's worked with marketing, that knows, I learned a website all by myself. You can only learn so much about certain things in the bookkeeping, and there's just so much. So just any type of help. But to answer your question in a long way, $40 is the manufacturing cost that I'm trying to keep it at. We make $10 off of that. So $50 is what the customer wants to pay. That's where I'm trying to keep the price. All this is a motor at the bottom and a paddle, like you said, you nailed it. It's a blender for your pipe. Everything else is plastic, 3D made. So I'm looking into a bunch of those companies to try to get that real quickly. But yeah, affordable and quick are my two goals.
Yeah, you're in a really cool phase right now. You're kind of at that, like, looking at your different, you kind of know what your cost idea is, kind of what it's going to cost you. So yeah, I think that's a really cool spot.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bring you two to the front so you can ask him another question.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, you two come on up because you're your last balloon. So I want you, this is going to be your last question to see if you guys want to, kind of continue together. So go ahead now. Thank you.
So what exactly are you looking for? Like, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for somebody that's been in a business situation that can navigate different aspects of starting a business. I can only do what I've been told. I can only go to school. I can only do that, but I really just want somebody that's had experience. And it doesn't have to be all of those things that I listed. I'm just looking for just any help anywhere that I can go. That's going to make me stronger. And hopefully I can collaborate with you also. I really don't want this to be a one-way street. I'd like to, help whoever helps me out also.
Okay. So are you looking for a partner, assistant, or looking to hire? What?
No, I'm looking for somebody, a mentor. Yeah. Somebody that's kind of been in the shoes of being on their own, running something.
You ran into a lot of, I know you told us in class, you ran into a lot of just closed doors.
Yeah, I just need some other ideas.
Yeah, maybe somebody help you kind of.
Yeah, somebody in a marketing standpoint of how to get around. This is it's a blender for weed. There's no weed in it. It's a resin that's been burned. So there's nothing about weed other than we're cleaning resin from weed. Yeah. But I still need somebody that could, maybe throw a little spin on that and just show me. And, being in Indiana and the smoking, not everybody is outright and tells me. So having people that just can reach out and know what other people. I'm getting old. I don't know how old everybody else is, but I don't know if I'm as cool as I used to be. So
social media,
so everybody here looks so cool, and I'm just like,
hey, dude, you're cool, man. You're cool. You're certified, bro.
Right.
Yeah. That answer your question. And I'm not, the thing is, I'm always open to anything. So if it moves on to grow into a relationship that goes past just a mentorship into a partnership to whatever, I'm always down with anything right now. But starting out, I'm not putting pressure on everybody. I don't want you guys to freak out that I want to know everything about everything. But, whatever your expertise is, I would love to learn how.
Okay. I like what he got going on. I like him. He's telling me. Yeah, he's pretty cool. So one last question. So are you able to put this in stores? Is that a goal?
That is a goal for a brick and mortar store. Until I have an actual prototype made. I haven't done anything other than ask, has anybody have anything like this? And they say no. But that is the goal. So online, just to get everybody it's hard to do an inline or an in-store because we're in Indiana. Yeah. But if we can figure out a way to get around it and put it in these smoke shops or anywhere, but online to get other states and then stores close. Because I know that when you walk in, you're waiting in line, I'm always buying stuff, just waiting. Yeah. So, and this is not out there yet. So
yeah,
I was trying to get it going.
Yeah, I like it. I'm down.
Cool.
I'm down.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
All right. Our second contestant is Melly. Come on out, babe. All right, so can you tell me a little bit about your business? Closer to me. Okay. Tell me a little bit about your business and why you were here and what kind of networking connection you're looking for.
Okay, my name is Mellissa. I am Cosmetics by Melly. I've been doing this almost 4 years now. I do permanent makeup. I have a medical background, so that kind of helps out with being comfortable with people. I've been growing my business over the last few years. I'm just ready to go full time. Looking for someone to network with, accountability. I have all the tools that I need. It's just sometimes how we get caught up in other things in life and I just need the drive to just go full time and just get myself out there more. So if anyone's interested,
Helping marketing and
Yes,
getting you out there a little bit.
definitely.
Really just kind of like a mentor.
most deaf.
Cool. Well, shoot, everybody kept their balloons this time. So let's ask them a question to maybe narrow it down a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, go. Do you have any questions for them?
So what type of services do you guys provide? What is your business? How did you actually, once you started getting over the hump to where you were starting to feel like, you know, you have yourself out there, you're starting to get noticed, but you just can't, you know.
How'd you go from booked to booked and busy?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
How'd you go from booked to booked and busy?
My name's Nicky Neptune.
Yeah.
I'm a marketing specialist and an event coordinator. There we go.
Let's
go. And a lot of things. My thing is to always stay working. So I always do a lot of research. I do a lot of reading. I try to stay above the game and know what's going on. And so I do a lot of networking as well. So I try to put myself in places where I can thrive, where I can grow and meet more people. So yeah.
Yeah, that's been one of the things where sometimes I'm like, have a little anxiety about getting out.
Yeah.
Going to places, especially alone, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Question is how we got over the hump.
Yeah. So how'd you go from booked to booked and busy?
Got you. Okay. So yeah, once again, my name is Yusuf. I run the Bliss Space Event Center. To help in terms of relating on how you can get over the hump. So one of the big things that helped me, it was like a big realization, right? So pretty much for every entrepreneur, I'm sure they can share this sentiment to some degree. This is like you pretty much are asking for this type of busy work.
Yeah.
So when you ask for something, it's almost always given to you right then and there. As a test, usually, right? So once you realize, at least for me, once I realized, okay, cool, I asked to start this business. I asked to be booked and busy eventually. So what does that work look like? And then once you're able to piecemeal it like steps going up to the mountaintop, then it gets really, really easy to see what that next step is. Okay, I'm going to reach out to 10 businesses. I'm going to reach out to 100 people. Okay, now, all right, cool. Because 90% of the people aren't going to do it. So if you're the 10% or the 1% that does, it gets very easy for you to then get to that point where now, I'm so booked and busy, now I got to dial it back.
Yeah.
You get to where you're actually asking where you want to be. So
Okay.
That's awesome advice. That's awesome advice. Very logical. Okay. So.
Hi, Mellissa. I'm Kayla. I own Indie Skin and Lashes, where we offer luxury beauty services, and I also own the Glow Spot Indie, where we offer luxury office spaces to business owners. So for me, I would say just stay delusional. Like if you wake up every single day, like I'm a 6-figure business, and you like go through every single day, like you're already there. Eventually, that will come. That's just personally been my experience. Just like I said, doing it every day, 100%, working from dawn till dusk. Eventually, you will get exactly where you're trying to go. I don't know what you believe, but the universe, God, whatever, will put you in a position to where you're exactly where you need to be as long as you keep going at it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's always great advice. All right. Hey, Brandy.
Hello, Brandy Nicole. So I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I wear a lot of hats, and one being a business coach. So just hearing what you said, you're ready, right? So I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 8 years. It ain't easy, right? But when you're ready, you're ready. And so that's the first thing to know that you're ready. So I actually wrote a book on it, right? Literally. So I'm an author and I wrote the book called Live in the Moment. So I talk about that, chasing those dreams and making them to reality. So I feel like I can help you because that's what I do on a regular basis. I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder, and I don't want to work for anybody. So if you're ready to make that happen, we can make it happen.
Yes. I'm glad that. Okay. And last but not least.
My name's Ortega. I run a global fractional CFO business. After spending 20 years in accounting, finance, FP&A, and financial leadership, most of my background is building, shaping, scaling, and growing companies into exits. So I know what that path looks like. And my biggest advice to you is you have to think about how do you get yourself out of the business. A common misconception that a lot of entrepreneurs have, you don't reach scale because you're doing everything in the business. Right. So when you start thinking about, you did a great job of coming here and saying, look, here's where my passion areas are in the business. Maybe it's sales. Maybe it's marketing. But accounting, finance, operations, these aren't things I'm passionate about. Bring in people with the skills, passions, talents, and expertise in those areas that you don't want to focus on. That's how you get out of the business. So that's a common thing that I've seen in growing businesses. I've struggled with this in building my business, but you have to think about how am I building myself where I can put myself in the areas that I'm most passionate about. And what are those areas in the business that I can bring on resources to help me scale? That's one of the biggest things to get you from, I would say, startup to a scale up kind of company.
All right. Golly, that's a good answer. That was a good question.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to try to pop two people's balloons, or pop, tap them or tell two people that you don't think you can work with them just based on that. It's hard. No personal, whatever. No personal things. It's all business.
I mean, I would say with you, because I'm not on that scale, I'm not on that level, but your advice is awesome.
Okay, so pop mine.
Go for it. Let's see. I don't know that I want to talk about.
That's okay. Do you want to ask another question first?
Everyone else has good info
And it's on your level that you're looking at.
Yeah, and I think that everybody kind of sounds like they have their hands in the same thing. So it doesn't matter what industry you're in. I think it's more of just that drive and being around familiar people.
Well, then let's ask them one more question to help you get rid of two more buttons.
Okay.
Think of something. Let's think of a good one.
What are they gonna bring to the table?
Yeah, like what? Let's maybe like, what do they think they can offer your business? Let's ask them that.
Okay. So since you're in the beauty industry, what or how or what advice or like mentorship or anything, what would be the best bit of advice you could give from me so I could get to that point? Because if you look at Instagram, you look at Facebook, and everybody's doing the same old. And I'm a little bit older. I'm not.
So how do you stand out?
Yeah. So Google's my thing. That's where I get all my clients from, basically. So that's what feeds me so far. But it's just.
So I'm going to ask all of them.
Yes.
I'm going to ask all of them that have their balloons left. What is their biggest form of marketing? And then you're gonna top two people's balloons.
Okay.
All right, Brandy, what's your biggest form of marketing?
Word of mouth, baby. I'm old school too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Word of mouth.
Yes.
Client research.
I would say word of mouth as well as social media. I think they're both 50-50 for me.
Okay. Did you have any more you wanted to add?
I do have more that I want to add. Regardless of if you're good at social media or not, your people are out there for you. So just showing up as yourself, getting in front of the camera so that your clients can get comfortable with you. Like, that's still something that I'm working on. I feel like when I first started out, I was super like, oh, I want to do what she's doing because she's making 6 figures. So I want to do this.
Exactly.
But literally staying true to myself and my brand and showing up as myself, my people flock to me. All my clients love plants and Janae Aiko and this and that because I show up as myself and things that I genuinely like.
Yeah.
So I think it's hard, but putting yourself out there, being 100% authentically you, people appreciate that because there's not a lot of real people out there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, I've learned that too because new people in the industry, they want to come out and
be you, girl. Be you.
They want to be as good as the next one.
Yeah.
Yourself.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Win every time.
What's your biggest form of marketing?
Biggest form of marketing? I mean, I'll double up. I'll say it's 50-50, right? So social media, word of mouth. You can gauge social media, but word of mouth is it's the reward that actually comes directly to.
Right.
So at least you know that you're doing a very, very good job when somebody comes back and so-and-so referred me to you. It's the strongest. You can't measure it, but it's definitely the strongest until they come back to you. That's when you can see the results,
Okay.
That's all good.
100%.
Have you heard of SEO before?
Yes.
I'm 100% into marketing. Between my Facebook and website and Instagram, my page see like 600,000 K a month. So my biggest form is I do photos, videos, I do graphic design, I do everything that it is with advertising, promotion, and marketing. So as well as direct marketing to people. I send messages, I send emails, I have documents already prepared, and that's it.
Right.
Having it set and just getting it out there. You never know who to get it out
See,
there
I can
to.
mess with you for sure.
Yeah.
That's more the angle that I really need help with is all of that marketing, just to give myself that extra push.
So do you want to pick one person or do you want to pop two and then go from there? Do you know who you want to work with based off of those answers? They're not disappearing. You can still contact these other people. I'm trying to find the one that you can actually.
I like Neptune 5. I think he would have some things that he could definitely offer to push me, give me that good push in that right direction. So I try to go.
So you want to narrow it down to Nicky and then you guys can ask a few more questions? Or you want to narrow down one of these two and then between the two?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it old school.
I can say work with all of them.
Narrow it down again.
I need that word of mouth. I need to get that.
Yeah.
More. I need to get
Pop
that.
your Kayla. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to let you two ask her a quick question, and then we'll see if we can find a connection.
Ladies first.
Okay, ladies first.
No pressure. Look at that. No pressure.
Sit over there. I am ready.
Well, I'll be the one. So I'll be the one to ask, what are you doing to secure your future? So what are you doing to ensure that you are ready right now to be a full-time entrepreneur? Because it sounds good, but are you physically, mentally, cashly ready to be a full-time entrepreneur?
Yes, I've been, up until recently, I've still been working in clinics and things like that, and I've had an offer to go back, but at the same time, I'm like, if I don't submerge myself 100%, there's not going to be enough of me to work a full-time job and try to do all the tasks that I need to do as a business owner.
Yep.
So, yes, that's like what I'm starving for. That's just like the last piece just to seal the deal to, if I can just get that extra bit of, people to my page or people noticing me. I mean, I've always just done a little bit. I have so much content that I need to put together, but I suck at making content. I used to stress myself out about getting content. Gotta do it. But I'm like, for what?
Content is easy, like she said, just being you. That's what most of my content is.
Yeah.
Being me.
Okay, cool. All right, good question. All right.
So,
Nicky?
what exactly is your business again?
I do permanent makeup, like brows and lips. And,
okay. And so how what is the main focus? Like how are you marketing that now? What do you have do you do events?
No, I haven't got into events.
Okay.
That's one thing. Actually I have my first event coming up with indiedogs.org and it's gonna be here. So there's other tattoo artists that are gonna be doing simultaneous locations at the same time. So their thing is to educate animal owners and help support with spay and neuter, like through Face Clinic and things like that. So I'm offering a special, and I'm also donating 50% of the proceeds to the group.
Oh, wow. So permanent makeup, I've never heard or knew about that. So like, it's permanently on there. You can never take it off, like a tattoo. Wow.
I mean, there's
how long you been doing
that? Me about 4.5 years.
Yeah. And investing wise, how expensive is it?
As far as for
you,
for me,
probably most of her costs you already. It's a lot of it goes into training.
Yeah, so I'm past that point. I recouped that point. I'm just at the point now where I mean. I don't have to spend a whole lot because it's been part-time. But now, I mean, I'm sure as the demand grows, then of course the supply will grow. But I'm doing good. I have the setup for myself. I have my supplies. I have the knowledge, the training, and I'm passionate. Especially, I treat my clients like my patients.
Is the business financially ready?
As far
No, y'all can ask a question now.
Okay.
We will do a meeting now. Y'all, you need to work with all of them. Is what the problem is.
Right.
We're gonna have to find.
I just want to
I'm gonna need you to pick somebody.
That's what I'm
I know. You know what? I'm gonna allow y'all to say one thing because the point of these episodes aren't just to find a quick connection and to just, oh, I like you, you like me, we're gonna work together. It's genuinely for people to get education and knowledge just from people answering these questions. So you know what? We'll go back down the line and let y'all say something. Go ahead, you guys.
Yeah.
First balloon pop.
Okay. I get it. I had an interesting question to ask, right? Because it's always interesting to hear from other entrepreneurs or, well, you're an entrepreneur, no matter what you say, right? So you definitely are an entrepreneur. Do you remember the experience, though? Like the experience that told you, yep, this is going to be my passion?
That's a great question.
Or pick one.
That's
Maybe don't answer.
Just-
Think about it.
what was that moment where you're like, I'm going.
What you gotta say, Kayla?
I wanted to know, where are you working? Are you like home based? Are you in an office suite? Are you in a salon?
I've been
What's
here
the vibe?
working in the suites here for now almost 2 years.
Yes,
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you interested in expanding into your own? And what does that look like for you? Is it more suite based, salon based? Are you looking for an entire building or a room?
Oh no, I mean definitely to start with, I would love to get to the point where I can book and have my own suite consistently instead of just renting here or there. Because I know I can do it.
Yes,
I got
you
the
can.
skills.
You can.
I love people. I mean, I'm just ready to grow one step at a
Absolutely.
time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But the ultimate sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here. Never ready.
Cool. Chris, you can say something too.
My thing was, I think your whole like thesis was, I want to do this full time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're making a pivot from a consistent base income, right, with this. Have you looked at like can the business support you in its current state going full time and giving up that clinical work that you're doing? Like, is the business at that point where it could sustain you financially?
No, not just yet. I mean, there's been like little lulls in the business, but I know there's clients out there for everyone. But my thing is, if I stay consistent, I know I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like sometimes they just trickle in. Clients trickle in little by little, and then there's kind of like nothing for a little bit, and then you get a few more. So I'm just ready to keep
And
that
that's in any business.
momentum going.
I just want to add one final. If you had a number right now that you would say, like, here's a number that I would need in the business to sustain me. Like, what does that investment capital look like to say, I can go do this tomorrow full time because I have X? What is
I
that?
have X. So
X as a number.
Like it's like when I need, like when I'm expanding my building, I need $25,000. So you to get started full time, what
I
would you need?
think to get started full time, I would be looking maybe at the cost. Let's see, maybe about 15,000 just to secure myself, maybe for the first year with like a suite to work out of.
Okay.
Capital, whatever I have to my overhead, things like that.
Yeah.
If I was just solely relying on that to start and to operate for the whole year, I would think I could make it with that.
Awesome.
Cool. Okay. Good answers. Now I'm going to force you to pick somebody here in a second. Do you have any other questions for the two that have their balloons before you decide which one you want to work with?
No.
Well, you got to pick somebody. So which one do you want to connect with today?
I will say Neptune.
Nicky Neptune.
Hey, let's go!
Okay, cool. We found it. I'm sure you're going to connect with the peanut gallery in the back too. I think that it'll be good for you because, like you said, the word of mouth and then also getting it out on social media.
Right.
Right. I'm really excited for you guys. Thank you. All right, y'all. We have our third contestant, Miss Jaklyn. Come on out, babe. Okay, babe. Tell us a little bit about the business, what you're looking for as far as a networking connection.
Okay, my name is Jaklyn Waltz. I'm the owner of JW Lash Co. We've been in business for 3 years now. We specialize in luxury beauty services such as lashes, facials, waxing, brows. My next big thing is to start selling my own products as well as become a suite owner. I want to, my next goal is to have a storefront in the front, sell my products as well as have suites for other beauty industry or not. To rent from me. So I'm looking for someone that has has dipped into that or has any knowledge in either one of those things, whether it's vendors or if they've owned suites before or they know people, that type of thing, and just networking in that aspect.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask her why she let her balloon out.
Okay.
So she see.
Not at all. All right.
Name, business, and why you popped your balloon.
Yes. Hi, you guys. My name is Kayla Coleman. I'm the owner of Indie Skin and Lashes as well as the Glow Spot Indie. Jaklyn is actually one of my best friends, so we work with each other personally and professionally. So I just want to give her the opportunity to work with one of these amazing people up here.
Totally fair. Totally fair. Okay. So I'm going to have you ask the remaining three a question to see if we can narrow it down just a little bit more.
Yeah. So what do you guys do for your business, and what is something that you feel like you could do for me?
Cool. All right. Let's just start on this end.
Well, I'm Brandy Nicole. I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I own Love for Traveling, which is a full service travel agency, and Living in the Moment Events, which is a wedding venue and event center. I also host a lot of networking events. I host a lot of business events. So I heard you say you want to get into events. I am a professional event girl.
Okay, cool.
So I can definitely help you in that aspect.
Yeah, awesome. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Yusuf. So I run the Bliss Space Event Center.
Okay.
And so in regards to that beginning stage, we've been in business for 2 years now. So we're a lot newer than most people. So pretty fresh into like what it is to essentially get started and what to look out for, different avenues in terms of startup costs, things to look out for, mistakes that we may have made that to pass along to you just so you wouldn't make those mistakes yourself. And then some guidance because, of course, if you're wanting to put on events and if you're needing vendors, of course, we have connections. And then we all pretty much work in the unit too, so we can pass you off to people who also have more tenured experience. So.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right.
And our last standing balloon.
I'm the lone finance guy. Two of our key verticals are retail and e-commerce. So we work with a lot of brands, whether they're startup or scale up businesses, whether they want to get into stores, physical stores, or e-commerce. So I feel like with the client base that we have and the knowledge and the team we have around us, not only just from a finance perspective, but marketing, sales, business development, I think we can help put some amplitude to what you want to do and getting in stores, getting products. And then also the investment strategy that comes along with that. So I think we can definitely help at Fresh at P&A.
Awesome.
Super cool. Can you narrow anybody down based off of those questions or answers?
Okay, I am going to pop yours.
Okay.
You had great advice. I just feel like where I'm at in my business and what I want to do next isn't there yet.
Awesome.
But I think that was awesome.
Yeah. Great. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to let them ask you a question.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right. So how long have you been in business?
3 years.
3
A little
years.
bit over.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what do you feel like you are lacking in business where you have not been able to move to that next level?
Yeah, so I feel like I do market, but I think that is my next big thing is getting my name out there more to bring in more clientele so that I can look at the next big thing. I feel like I am almost there. It's just that little part of me that I need to network to, I guess, a different audience than only the one I'm marketing to now to kind of get my name out there for not just a certain clientele.
Are you a full-time entrepreneur or do you still work a 9 to 5?
I'm part-time. So I do my business full-time. I do have a part-time job, very part-time now, a few hours a week.
And who would you say your biggest clientele is and where do you get them from?
Yeah, so Instagram, I would say, like I said, I do make TikTok videos, but I post them on Instagram. So I feel like right now it's probably a younger clientele because my videos are more on like
trendy.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want only younger clientele. I've noticed that if I get into an older, middle age, they're more like they have money more, they're more to stay with you, to rebook. The younger clientele they may have a party, so they want their lashes done one time for this party.
Absolutely.
Type of thing. So I want to network for more than just that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks. Okay. What was the question again? What can they help you with?
Yeah.
Or no, you're supposed to. No, you're supposed to answer.
Okay, well, an easy one. Then I got a follow up.
Okay.
So, when you started your business, do you feel like, what's the motto? Like, what's the mantra of your business?
Okay. Can you elaborate?
What's your tagline?
Yeah. So, like, what is it that you? Well, a better question would be for your client base. how do you want them to feel after you've done
Yeah.
your service?
Okay, yeah. So my biggest thing is I'm not here just for the money. I want you to walk out feeling more confident in yourself, feeling as if you have a friend in me. You're someone that if you lay in my chair, I'm here for you. You can talk to me. We can laugh. We can, collaborate even outside of me doing your lashes. So my biggest thing would to have them leave feeling confident and as they have a friend in me as well.
Perfect. Okay. So then with that, with you wanting to open up the suites, how does that merge together?
Okay, yeah. So I feel like I would, right now in my business, I want to keep my clients. I'm not there where I want someone to work under me to where I'm just managing suites. I would still want my own personal suite to do what I do. But like I said, when it comes to other suites, you could be in a whole other industry than me. Yep. I'm just at that point where I would like to open up and expand. So maybe if you aren't in the industry as me, we can kind of network off each other and work with each other now that you're in my suite or renting from me or whatnot.
Yeah. So you want the suites to pretty much be an ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Very good, business these days. Very
I
good.
love it.
Yeah. So can you eliminate somebody based off of, kind of the conversation, or you have any more questions?
Okay, I'm gonna eliminate you. You had all some answers, but
Awesome. Do you have any more questions for her?
Smart girl.
Let's do it. Okay. We are on our fourth contestant today. Come on out, Miss Dawanna. Hello.
Hello.
All right, dear. Tell me a little bit about your business and what you're looking for as far as the networking connection today.
Okay, so technically I am pretty much new at the whole business thing. My name is Dawanna Taylor. I started a sewing class earlier this year called So What? So I teach people intro to sewing at this time.
That's so cute and
It's so
fun.
cute.
And your events have been booked and busy.
Yes, I just this past weekend had my 7th class actually here in this room. So
Yes. So what are you looking for as far as that business or as far as the networking connection?
just networking, a little bit of guidance, because as this class is taking off, it's kind of like, what do I do next?
Yep.
How do I figure out the next move? What exactly do people want to do? It's just kind of me figuring out everything as far as the marketing part of it, figuring that part out, because right now it's word of mouth, Facebook and Instagram. I post reels, people comment to those, or I have my friends just share my posts, and people that I have no clue who they are, like, how do I get into your class? And I'm like, well, just sign up with me. And that's really it. So it's growing a lot. And I'm just like, I don't want to lose control over it before it even really puts a staple into
So
it.
kind of take it from a hobby to a real, a more real business.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, let's ask her why she popped her balloon first. You can sit there. I'll go ahead and ask it for you. Name, business, and why you popped your balloon.
Hello, my name is Kayla. I'm the owner of Indie Skin and Lashes as well as the Glow Spot Indie, and I popped my balloon specifically because I'm not in your industry. However, I do think that we could collab on like an event or something like that, maybe like a self-care type of thing. I think we could get together, and then I did just want to offer you just a little bit of advice. I think that when it comes to marketing and stuff like that, showing up for yourself like you did today is the best form of marketing. You're meeting people. And yeah, so that's really all you can do is just show up for yourself. But I did want to say too that I just wanted to give you the opportunity to work with someone who is an actual coach, because I think that's kind of more your approach today. But like I said, I definitely am interested in collabing.
Okay.
For sure. You're good. Okay, do you have a question for the ones who kept their balloons so we could maybe narrow it down a little bit more?
Why didn't you pop your balloon?
Cool. Name, business, why did you pop your balloon?
Hi, my name is Yusuf. I run the Bliss Space Event Center. I didn't pop it just because I just wanted to know more.
Okay.
You know, I don't feel like I have enough yet just to see like where you're going right now. So I did want to ask more questions.
Cool. Okay.
Well, you'll get that opportunity.
Hi, my name is Chris Ortega. I run a global fractional CFO business called Fresh FP&A. I didn't pop my balloon because I wanted to hear a little bit more about it. I can tell that you're passionate about what you do, and I always flock to people that are passionate about getting off the ground because I think I speak for everybody here. Like that passion is going to carry you so much, and you have that. And I just want to learn more about your business.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Brandy Nicole. I'm a serial entrepreneur, owner of Love for Traveling and Living in the Moment events. I can't talk today. I, like them, wanted to hear more, but also you caught my attention just by being new, fresh starter, those type of things. That's the clientele that I look for. Those are the people that I mentee. Those are the people that I coach. So I wanted to definitely hear more about you so we can get into some more questions because I think I can help you.
Okay.
Well, then I'm going to go ahead and lead into you go ahead and asking her a question because I think all of you answered her question pretty even keeled across the board. So we'll just go ahead and let you ask her a question.
All right. So I'm assuming you're working since you just started. So you're working 9 to 5. So how much effort are you ready to put into your business? Like where are you at with it?
So oddly, when I started, I was completely full-time, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And when everything kind of took off, I started receiving opportunities to work more so along with teaching people how to sew and things like that. So I went part-time.
Okay.
And my goal is to quit my job by next summer and kind of just wholeheartedly teach. That's the goal of it. I love to sew, but I kind of started the class because I got tired of people asking me to do things for them, and I'm like, you can do it, just come learn how. So that is kind of why I'm around and teaching people how to not only sew, I do a lot more than that too, but that's my focus.
Sure.
And man, that's a lost art these days. Like we want to learn how to sew.
Yeah.
Right.
Does that answer your question?
It does. So, and I'm a tactical person and I'm a numbers person. So when I work with people, everybody wants to quit their job, right? Because social media makes it look like that's the thing to do.
Yeah.
But theoretically, are you in a position to quit your job? Do you have finances stacked up where you could do that and be ready next summer? Because if you're not, I'm the type of coach who's going to push you to continue to work until you're in a safe and secure net where you can actually quit that 9 to 5 and be a full-time entrepreneur.
I think right now, I think the thing is I'm trying to get that net.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm still holding on to my job.
Okay.
Because I'm one of those people, like, all of my classes have been pretty successful, but I'm like, I know that's not enough to just kind of keep my lifestyle afloat.
Sure.
Because I need stuff.
Yeah.
But I know that I love it enough to where I want to put the work in for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not letting the grip off.
And you can make more space for it.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Cool. All right, next question.
So for me, one of my first questions is how focused, like, are you wanting to do the classes? Because I can see this being like almost like a video course kind of thing. Is like teaching people how to do it, and that's a whole nother revenue stream. So kind of walk me through like teaching now.
Yeah.
What's that vision look like for you?
So I'll kind of go from the beginning. I started with wanting to just do an intro class. Then I'm like, okay, once people know how to, they're going to want more. Like, what is the next thing? So I'm looking to start doing classes, kind of putting together actual garments or talking about alterations or upcycling, things like that, or just the basic skills. But it's kind of like once they come to the class, I don't want them to lose the skill and give them an outlet to keep coming to and practicing what I've already taught.
Membership type thing.
Basically, yeah. I kind of said if I had it my way, I would set it up like kind of like a core. What is it? Core. That's the way. So like have a class on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for a specific group doing a specific thing, but being able to do it multiple times out of the month. Right now, I've had 7 classes this year, but they have kind of been scattered. And it's not like I have a schedule. I want it more so on a schedule to where people know, okay, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is where we're going to be and what time.
Yeah.
And the reason why I popped mine is because I see this vision being way bigger than just a physical class with people in a room,
Mm-hmm.
I can help you scale it to where it's like a virtual people. You're making money while you sleep because people are paying $100 to walk through this entire model.
So maybe once you get to the classes, go
yeah, my mission, I'm like 4 steps ahead of like, no, turn this into a course video and get that piece of it, and you're just
slow down, Tim. Speed.
you're just early, and you want to prove it out. You want to prove it, but
Absolutely.
I think for me, like I'm like, let's get this thing going.
Yeah.
Let's
You're
put some.
scared.
Right.
That's the reason why I popped it.
That's
But I wish you all the best. I want to learn how to sew. So like when you get the video course, like I'm signing.
I'll send you the video course first.
There you go.
Awesome, very cool. Okay, Yusuf, your turn to ask a question.
Yeah. You still have a question. No, but so it's clear, of course, that people are coming to your class. You said it at the beginning that you put on 7 classes, are that correct? Okay, so clearly there's a demand for it,
Yes.
right? And clearly the ideas are turning now where we can see it, where like, okay, I can do this with this, I could turn this. Well, I want them to retain the skills and all of that. So and if you don't have an answer to it, I'll kind of guide you in a sense of like how to find it. But of course, for you, clearly it's a passion for you. How is it a benefit to the people who come to your classes, right? That could if you don't know the answer to that specifically, it could very well be the benefit that it brings you that you want to pass off to them. But if it's anything different, like what is that?
Honestly, in all of the classes, I start the class with asking everyone why are they there. And they have different reasons. Some people, they want to dust off an old skill. Other people want to use a sewing machine to make wigs. Other people are tall and just want to make the pants a little longer or anything like that. So it's just kind of spreading that skill around for other people. And I just find joy in being the one that did it. Like, I have a lot of my students send me videos now. I had one of my students send me a video. She made a 2-piece outfit all by herself. She didn't call me. She didn't ask any questions, but she did it. And I was like, this is what I'm doing this for.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Okay. So we have 2 people left with their balloons. Do you feel like you can pick somebody based off of the conversations we've had, or do you want to ask them another question?
I can pick.
You can pick. Okay. Go ahead and pick. Tell which one you want to pop with him.
I'm gonna
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring you 2 up here together. Yeah. Okay, so y'all think found connection today? All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what y'all do together.
Yeah. Congratulations.
And that's another epic. Okay. All right. Okay.
If I'm gonna do it, I'ma give it my best. If I'm gonna say it, I'ma say it with my chest. You know I'm good, yeah, I always stay